What's up, everyone? So, it's been quite a while since we've been camping with both the Jackery Explorer 1000 V2 and the UDPower S1200, running our camping accessories and electronic devices through long trips. We've seen how they handle full loads, tricky weather, and constant use, and honestly, it's been a good experience. We think it's the perfect time to compare them side by side and share our experience. So, if you're trying to figure out which portable power station is really worth it, we'll break down the performance, talk about what each one does best, where they fall short, and help you pick the one that fits your adventures. This comparison's based entirely on our own experience, which might differ from yours or others. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So, after spending some time with both the Jackery Explorer 1000 V2, the UDPower S1200, here's what we honestly felt. We got that premium but simple vibe like an Apple device from the Jackery. The screen's clean, the buttons feel solid, and overall, it feels like something that's been fine-tuned over a few generations. We kind of expected that from Jackery, and yeah, it was fun to use, as it was quite user-friendly right out of the box. Now, the UDPower S1200 gave off more like something tough, something you wouldn't mind getting a bit dusty on a camping trip. Well, we gotta say, the handle's nice, the build feels solid as well. Now, out of the box, both power stations come with more or less everything to get started with. Here with the Jackery Explorer 1000 V2, we basically got the essentials: the power station itself, an AC charging cable, and the user manual. We also got their Solar Saga panels, which can be bought separately. It's clean and simple. The UDPower S1200, it's slightly different. We get the power station, an AC charging cable, a DC or solar input cable, and the manual. So yeah, right away it's a bit more complete, especially with the solar input cable included. But the solar panels need to be bought separately. So, if you already own a solar panel, it's going to be more convenient for you. Now, when we first picked these up, we basically felt two different personalities. The Jackery Explorer 1000 V2 is more compact than we expected for a 1 kWh unit. We got a nice weight balance here as well. The handle feels sturdy, the weight distribution makes it easy to move around, and the finish looks tidy enough to leave inside the house during an outage. We appreciate that Jackery didn't try to overcomplicate anything. That said, we thought it could be better if it leaned a bit more rugged for heavy outdoor use. The UDPower S1200, well, is the opposite. Yeah, it's more bulky and heavier than the Jackery, but we found the build reassuringly tough. So far, we haven't seen any rattles or a cheap feeling. The rubber grip on the handle actually made it easy to carry, and it didn't dig into our hand like some other heavy portable power stations we've used before. This one weighs a bit less than 26 pounds. So, of course, it's heavier than the Jackery. Now, it wouldn't be much of an issue if it delivered better than the Jackery, but sadly in some cases, it didn't. Now, this is where things really started to get interesting for us. On paper, both the Jackery Explorer and the UDPower S1200 sound pretty capable. And in real use, they both delivered, just in different ways. Starting with the Jackery, we got a 1070 watt-hour capacity and 1500 watt continuous and 3000 watt surge output. And honestly, that's plenty for most setups. For us, with decent camping accessories and with a balanced set of electronics to power, we got about 2 to 3 days of backup from it. Compared to that, the UDPower S1200's nearly 1200 watt-hour battery, 1200 watt continuous, and 1800 watt surge output. It lasted longer than the Jackery, but lacked the ability to run high power-consuming components. When it came to charging speed, the Jackery really impressed us though. That emergency supercharge mode that goes from 0 to 100% in about an hour? Yeah, that's no joke. That was actually faster than we expected. Also, that 100 watt PD two-way fast charging really came in handy for laptops and cameras. And with the UDPower, we found the recharge slightly slower, but still very reasonable for its size. And we liked that it came solar ready out of the box. And if talking about its power delivery, that was solid. as we never noticed any voltage drop even when we pushed it with multiple devices. Well, we did find Jackery's fast charging setup to be more polished and reliable for quick top-ups. But the UDPower S1200 isn't slow. It's got a slightly larger battery, and during our testing, it charged from dead to around 80% in about an hour, which is still impressive for its size. Port selection was another noticeable difference. We appreciated Jackery's clean layout. 3 AC outlets, USB-C, USB-A, and a car port, which we could say is enough for most setups. But with UDPower, we got 5 AC outlets, multiple USB ports, and even a wireless charging pad. That made it really convenient when we had several devices running at the same time. Jackery is simpler, while UDPower feels like it can handle bigger setups. Here, the battery of Jackery itself feels built to last, with over 4,000 life cycles, which gave us confidence it'll still be performing well years from now. On the other hand, UDPower's battery is also lithium iron phosphate with a similar cycle rating, and we found it equally reassuring for long-term durability. We appreciated that both units are designed for repeated use without dropping capacity too quickly, though Jackery's unit felt slightly more refined in day-to-day operation. After spending quite a bit of time with both units, we got a good sense of how they actually perform in real life. We really appreciated the 1500-watt output of the Jackery Explorer, as it stayed cool and consistent. Plus, we ran our coffee maker, a portable fan, and even a few small appliances during a quick camping trip, and it didn't even flinch. Meanwhile, with the UDPower, we got a slightly lower continuous output at 1200 watts, which was handy when running multiple low-power drawing devices. We'd appreciate if it delivered a bit higher output here, but guess it is what it is. So, which one should you actually go for? Well, that basically depends on what you prefer and how you plan to use it. If you're after something super easy to use, polished, and fast, especially for home use or quick weekend getaways, then the Jackery Explorer 1000 V2 just makes sense. We loved how fast it charges, how reliable that UPS feature is, and how it just quietly gets the job done. It feels premium, and it acts like it too. But yeah, that comes at a premium price as well. Around $800 on regular price and about half that price during sales, which makes it a really good value for money option. We'd call it a steal, actually. Now, if your focus is on ruggedness, slightly more battery capacity, and having more ports to plug into while you're out camping or overlanding, the UDPower S1200 will give you the edge. It's a bit bulkier, sure, but it's kind of in the same price range as Jackery. We liked its solid build, flexible charging modes, and how it feels built for real outdoor use. Plus, you're getting a ton of functionality. So yeah, that's a wrap on today's comparison. Which one would you love to choose? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.